incredibly proud to officially launch the MA250 Sidewalk Art Tour. We are unveiling 10 new sidewalk murals that offer unique perspectives on 250 years of American independence. I want to take a moment to acknowledge the 5 talented local artists: Yumi Win Lee, Jill Straight, Cameron Schmitz, Althea Keaton, and Danielle Lucio.
This piece is titled Liberty is Unfinished Work and is a tribute to the people of Greenfield and their continued work in standing up for what we all believe in. I've lived in Greenfield for 33 years, my entire life, and I have always seen people out on the town common since I was a child, constantly standing up for things that they believe in, things like equality, supporting the artists in our town, fighting ignorance, building kindness, and really trying to enforce liberty and justice for all in Greenfield and everywhere.
Something that was important to me was to have the image be able to be interpreted in different ways. Some people have asked, is the flag being torn apart? When in reality, my intentions were about supporting the flag and multiple people collaboratively coming together to support the flag. But in that question itself, I thought that was interesting. Like, I love when art engages people by getting them to be curious and ask questions. What holds us together could be formed as a question. I like the idea of people coming and reflecting and asking themselves, like, what does hold us together as a nation and what ideals are essential to them in terms of their own identity and sense of belonging in our country.
I've been doing public art for a few years now, but this project was my first time doing sidewalk pieces. I have a background in comics, so for me, using language and being really, really clear with my imagery is kind of second nature to me.
I found the quotes through the Historical Society. I listened to the same book to see other quotes, and also just absolutely fell in love with this. It felt so relevant, like, even though it was written in the 1770s.
My focus for all of the murals was women and children and Indigenous people and Black people and immigrants from all over, and stories we maybe hadn't heard as much of, but were very much part of life here then and now. This one is called Old Friends, and they are 2 dolls that I found in doing historical research. On this side is a New England Indigenous doll, Cornhusk doll. She comes with a story of not having her face because the corn spirit made the doll to look after children and to care for them, and she was so beautiful she got distracted by her own beauty, and her face was taken away so that she could focus on others, which is interesting for artists to think about. Next to her is the oldest surviving rag doll in the United States. She was the doll of a blind little girl in Deerfield. And I like to think that these 2 dolls have been friends for more than 250 years.
In many ways, this mural project became a collaboration with all the people that I spoke with in the process of making it.
The people were all lovely. I had a lot of really great interactions with people. There were people who went into the co-op to get lunch who would come out and like sit and talk with me while they were eating.
Got to meet a lot of really awesome locals. There were some really great groups of people who would come out and just hang out and watch me paint every morning and talk to me about the continuation of the piece.
I especially love to paint public art and community stories, and I feel like it's a billboard for our hearts. You know, it's not a commercial, it's us listening to each other.